We're joined by Val. It's Bare Hands backstage here at the Hollywood Palladium. How are you?
Fantastic. Happy to be here.
Awesome. Coming in from Frisco, coming down the West Coast, San Diego, Vegas coming up. Now, you guys are Brooklyn boys, huh?
We are, but two members of our band just moved to LA.
Is that right?
Yeah, like about a month ago.
So it's like the homecoming gig.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, some girlfriends here, a lot of friends. It's going to be good.
Man.
Yeah.
Had to switch coasts on us.
Yeah.
I love it. I guess the winter was coming up, and
It's the best time to get out.
that's for sure. You know, it's nice to look at the snow, but a hell of a time driving in it.
Yeah, yeah. After a few months of it, I'm done. Yeah, I'm good.
So tell us a little bit about the evolution of you getting into music. You know, what were the bands coming up? Who really
When I was a
inspired
kid?
you? Yeah. How'd you fall in love with this?
Pretty basic. I started with like Nirvana and then got really into punk rock, and then yeah, just grew from there. I started playing in punk bands and then hardcore bands, and then I got more into hip hop and electronic music, and then this band started and wanted to meld all that together.
Yeah. I understand some of the guys what you met in college or around New York.
Yeah, our guitar player Ted and our singer Dylan met at Wesleyan University in Connecticut, and TJ, our drummer, and I are originally from Connecticut with Dylan, so we knew him from before that. So we all met up in New York and then started doing this about 10 years ago.
I love it. I understand some of the guys went to school with a couple of the guys from MGMT.
Yeah.
That was some of the early shows you guys got on.
Yeah, we played a bunch of shows with them back in the day.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Now, what was the common love? You know, musically or philosophically, what drew you guys together?
There wasn't anything initially. Like, I met Ted, our guitar player, at our first band practice, so we had no working or personal relationship before that. I think there wasn't like a specific influence or impetus to start the band, but I think that as we kept playing together, we started to, talk about bands that made us feel good, and that was like, The Clash and Talking Heads and Modest Mouse. Those were very early bands that we all kind of agreed upon. And then we just thought we played well together. Like, I like the way Ted plays guitar. I like the way Dylan sings. So it's just kind of like everyone's four distinct people, but it comes together quite nicely.
So everybody originally just got together because you want to make some music, have some fun?
Well, I mean, we all just moved to New York, and we wanted to be in a serious band. All of us did. I just wasn't sure that this one was going to be it.
Okay.
I was basically helping Dylan out to
feel it out.
Yeah, just feeling it out, and then it ended up, working out.
Yeah. Well, I was lucky enough back in the late 70s to help put on the Clash's first shows they ever did in North America. Was up in Vancouver.
No shit.
Commodore Ballroom. I don't know if you guys gone through there. Did you go through
We played there
that?
a couple of times. We just played there with Fools about a month ago.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought the floor was going to give way.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Yeah, it changed my life, man. The Clash came out. They started to give them enough rope tour, or Pearl Harbor tour is what they called it.
Nice.
And Bo Diddley opened, and I mean, they had something to prove because, punk rock had come out of England, and people were starting to think of it as a joke. The Damned had kind of come and went, and the Pistols had, kind of breaking up, and, people were looking at the Clash as like, it's just going to be another one of those,
Right.
So they came out with something to prove, and matter of fact, they did a huge run here at the Palladium during the Combat Rock tour. But
Yeah,
it's a lot of history with the Clash on the West Coast here.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Now, you guys, first time you came out to the West Coast, what was that like? Obviously, knowing a lot of bands coming from here and a lot of history and just...
It was great. Our first show here was in 2009 with a band called We Were Promised Jetpacks, and we played at the Troubadour.
Okay.
And that was cool, just playing a historic spot the first time.
Yeah.
And we've probably played 15 shows here since, like from really small venues to really big ones. So
Yeah.
it's cool. I love it here. I
Love it.
play here all the time if I could.
Now, I know the single Giants obviously did a lot for you guys. Talk about coming up with that song. Did you know you had something? What was the evolution of that, Catching Fire?
It's funny, actually, that's probably the only song we've ever had where we thought that there was like a future for it. We were kind of in a lull about 4 years ago, and we were writing our second record, and Giants was the one song where we're like, people should probably hear this. So even though things are not going so great right now, let's power through it and give it like one more record. And so we recorded the record and it came out really well. And then it actually kind of reignited the band. And so, yeah, that was actually one song that we were like, this is a good one.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Now talk about making of the video, because it's a crazy video.
Yeah, it was directed by a guy named Mark Pellington, and we got enticed to come out to LA in February, and it was, we were talking about the weather before. It was awful in New York, so the idea of coming out here and making a video.
Didn't take too much convincing.
No, it didn't, and we were fans of his work before, him doing like the Pearl Jam Jeremy video and U2 One and a couple other videos from the 90s that were really influential to us. We wanted to be part of that lineage. So we came out here, drank some booze, hung out with some girls, and shot a video.
So did he have the concept, he kind of pitched you, or did you guys?
Yeah,
Okay.
he pitched us. And yeah, we didn't really have much to do with that video. We just kind of showed up, walked around for a bit, and then got
You
the
knew
fuck
you were
out.
in good hands and launched it on the world?
Totally, yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, it was cool.
Now tell us a little bit about touring with the Foals here. I know this is, some great shows here for you, some great venues. Talk about how you got on this tour and what that's like.
We had done a tour with Foals in March, which is how we met them, and it went really well. They're really nice guys. We became friends, and so when this tour was brought up, it was pretty easy. It was just, we have the same booking agent, so we were sitting in the same room, and they were like, oh, Barehand should open the tour. Do you guys want to open the tour? And we're like, yep. And our booking agent said, yep, and then that was pretty much it.
Okay.
Very,
Not a lot of politics.
No, just like friendship, man.
Natural
Yeah, it was really,
evolution.
it feels really good.
Yeah. Well, now tell us about the new record. What evolution of that was. What you're most proud of, stepping away from it. Seeing it done.
I'm proud of the cohesion of the record. Like the other records, we had, taken a lot of time to write. They were written over a long period of time because we were juggling touring full time and having jobs when we were home. This one was the first time we were able to sit down for an extended amount of time and just write the record from front to back. And so I think because of that, it feels like an encapsulated moment in time instead of like more disparate sonic elements going on. You know what I mean? Like it feels the most like a solid record.
Now the title.
Yep.
You'll Pay for This. How'd that come about?
We just thought the double entendre was funny, and yeah, it's pretty much it. Like Dylan and Ted have been saying for a while that they want to like go on stage and at the end of a show just be like, "You'll pay for this," and just freak out the crowd. And the joke kind of made its way as the album title.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Now I know you guys got the Voodoo Festival coming up. Have you played that one before?
No, we haven't. I'm looking forward to it.
Wow. What have you heard about it?
That it's wild.
Halloween in New Orleans.
Exactly. Yeah. Gonna get weird.
That's crazy. Tell us about some of the other highlights. Any cool festivals or outdoor
We're
gigs? Any cool
playing
stuff? you've
Austin
done?
City Limits next week, and I've
Okay.
always wanted to play that festival.
Yeah.
Otherwise, just playing a bunch of
I
places.
saw a bunch of rain. Did you see that on the news? San Antonio was like
Oh,
underwater.
Don't say that.
Hopefully the river doesn't rise in Austin.
No, I hope not. My parents are coming to that too. Otherwise, yeah, like playing some venues I've been wanting to play for a while, like the Riviera in Chicago, United Palace in New York. So we're playing the Electric Factory in Philly on Halloween. So that'll be fun. We'll cover a Misfits song and dress up like assholes.
Oh, man, that's crazy stuff. Now, all that you've been through and you've seen, what advice do you have to the young bands, the young people coming today? A lot of them not quite knowledgeable about what it takes to be competitive and be an ongoing entity out here on the road. How do you school them?
I would say write the best songs you can and then hit the road. Like the best way, the most tried and true way, in my opinion, to get a fan base is to get in front of people's, we tour, 6 to 9 months out of the year, and I think that's the only way we've been able to exist as a band is get in front of people's faces. Stay.
Any tips as far as like pacing yourself to keep it together on the road so you don't
Drink
flip
water. Take your vitamins, eat your vegetables.
Yeah.
Take a day off from drinking.
You think it's an endless party, but it will catch up to you.
It is an endless party, and it will catch up to you.